What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Malcolm Tibbs. I spent 25 years getting inconsistent results in my love life, and now not only do I have a fulfilling relationship, I also have the ability to snap my fingers and have half a dozen dates lined up within a week. Now, the biggest issue I see men facing when it comes to dating and improving their social skills is being demoralized. Okay, they have one or two negative experiences. Maybe they have a girlfriend cheat on them, or they just get blown out of a set when they're talking to a beautiful woman, and they feel as if they should stop trying to date. They want to take a break. They want to start working on themselves and improving, and they want to get a better paying job or a faster car, and then they'll go back to dating. Dating is a skill, okay? And you only get better at dating by getting more reps. Okay, yes, having a bigger house, having a faster car, making more money, all those things help. But at the end of the day, none of those things directly contribute to the skill of dating. And I would love to look at the example of the homeless man, okay? This is what made it click for me, and this seems to make it click for a lot of men as well. If you drive through any city in the United States with a population big enough to have homeless people, you are going to see homeless men paired up with other homeless women, okay? These men who are at the very bottom of society, they have nothing going for them. They have no job. They're addicted to hard drugs. They have no car, nowhere to even take the girl home to. And they're still able to get the time and attention of a woman because they have worked on the skill of going up to a woman and opening their mouth and giving her the opportunity to reject them, okay? They got rid of that anxiety around being rejected, and now they can act boldly. They can proposition the woman. They can get her to be invested in them, okay? And you don't need a better paying job. You don't need a faster car. You don't need a bigger house. You don't need to improve yourself in the broad sense to get better at dating. And in my experience, I saw the most improvement in my life when I started to take dating seriously. I had a 6-month period towards the middle of 2025 around summertime where I went out for about 3 to 4 hours every day, and I would bring a book and I would try to get rejected. All right. And I did that for a good 6 months. And by the end of it, I was able to snap my fingers and I would have a number, just a list of phone numbers that I could text and have a date set up within the next month. Another thing that I did during that 6-month period that really helped, online dating. Okay. At the end of the day, you just have to put yourself out there, right? If there's a single habit that you need to cultivate in order to become a successful dater, it's get outside the house, shake up the routine a little bit, go to places you haven't been before, and talk to everyone everywhere you go. All right, men, women, and children. Talk to everybody. Just make that the kind of person that you are. And you're going to find, as a byproduct of doing this and developing that habit, you're going to end up getting phone numbers. You're going to end up getting women who are interested and want to keep talking to you. You're going to get women who are setting the date up for you, and you just have to show up and you don't have to do any work. Okay? You have to change the way that you're living life. And again, the biggest issue is feeling demoralized, feeling as if you need to take a break. You need to change something about yourself. Nothing is wrong with you. I promise you that. That was my thing. I thought I was too black. I thought that I didn't make enough money. I thought I was just in the wrong area. I even went out and I bought a passport at one point, and I was like, fuck it, we're going to go to Thailand. None of that was necessary, okay? There are plenty of beautiful women, available women in your area, and they want a man just like you, because the fact of the matter is there's 4 billion women on this planet, okay? And a good portion of them are hungry. They want a man, all right? They want a man who is just going to do the bare minimum, not Chad super alpha cock down the street, right? They don't want, the next Michael B. Jordan or Drake. They would love that, but they want a man who just does the bare minimum. Very quickly, guys, if you want to land your first date in the next 30 days, click on the link in the description below. The link is going to take you to an online community filled with other single men who are focusing on improving their dating skills. It's completely free. You get to swap notes, you can get some feedback, and you can even find a wingman in your area. Inside, you're going to find a 30-day challenge, and it's going to go over all the little details and steps that you need to change in your life so that you can land your first date. Now, if you actually want to land a date, it's pretty simple. The first thing you're going to do is set up an online dating profile. So that means you're going to get a haircut, you're going to put on some nice clothes, and you're going to take some nice pictures, okay? This is going to be their first impression of you, so put a lot of effort into this dating profile, okay? Then, every single day, maybe during your lunch break, you're going to do this, but for about 30 minutes to an hour, you're going to send out all your likes and you're going to reply to everybody that you haven't gotten to, okay? So everybody should at least be getting one message from you every single day. And what you're going to notice is, yes, you're going to get ghosted a lot. You're going to have girls unmatching you. You're not going to do too good at first. And that's because texting requires pattern recognition. You have to go through so many conversations before you realize this is when I escalate. This is when I cool off. This is when I give her my phone number so we can move off the app, right? You're going to learn all these things naturally through repetition. But it's very important that as you are getting in these reps, you're also reviewing. Because if you're not reviewing your reps, you're going to end up building habits that don't actually result in dates, okay? So it's going to be this iterative process where you're going to do the work and you're going to review the work, and then you're going to change, make some tiny slight tweaks so that you can get a little bit better every single time, okay? That was probably the biggest thing that I was messing up on, was not doing my review. I would say the same thing over and over and over again, and I would get no response over and over and over again, all right? So do the work. It's going to be work, but it pays off. And then on top of the dating app, you're also going to go outside and you're just going to get comfortable talking to strangers, all right? Men, women, and children. You want to become somebody who can talk to everybody everywhere that you go, all right? So you want to be able to talk to people at the gym. You want to be able to talk to people at the line at Starbucks. You want to be able to talk to people at the grocery store, okay? And you don't want to be exclusive about the people that you're talking to. That's another big problem that I had, was feeling like, oh, that girl's not my type. That girl, oh, she's a little bit too big. Or no, she's way too hot. She's going to reject me. Just get used to talking to everybody, so when there is a girl that's your type, you're just going to be doing what you naturally do, like you're on autopilot. And you're going to find that if you continue to do this, naturally, you're going to find women who want to have conversations with you. You're going to find women who want to give you their phone numbers. And you're going to have these women setting up the dates for you. It's going to be really simple. And of course, there's going to be some heavy lifting on your part as well. But all of that is going to come naturally once you just put yourself out there. All right? That's the overall theme of this video. Put yourself out there, because there's a lot of women and they want a man. All right, and you meet the criteria. You have a dick, right? That's what most women are looking for, right? You have a dick, you're good enough. I promise you that. All right, put yourself out there. You are going to be surprised just how much you're going to get back from the amount of effort that you put in. With all that being said, like, comment, subscribe, share this with a friend. Make sure you check the link in the description below. You're going to find the community with the 30-day challenge. It's going to help you go through all the little tiny tweaks you need to make in order to land that first date in the next 30 days. That's all I have for you guys.